Jungle Bell has really been spreading pretty good. You can see it's been propagating itself all over the place. And this Rotala is bent over, and then it put out roots, and now has a bunch of new stems growing off that one stem. The Roseline sharks are looking pretty healthy. Frog bit's coming in good. This guppy is pregnant. Looking for my pleco. Can't really find him right now, but he's getting huge. This guy's just chilling. I gotta clear out some of this hair algae, but I don't want to disturb the tank too much because sometimes I see fry hiding down in here and I want them to have a lot of space to hide. Still looking for my pleco. I just saw him a minute ago. There he is. Yeah, he's looking pretty good. Pothos has been in here for probably about 4 months, and it hasn't been growing too much. I mean, it's got some roots, which are looking good, but still not a lot of new leaves, just almost three new leaves. This one gets a lot of light from this light that is pushed up against. So it's been doing pretty good. I think I'm gonna leave it like this so it gets plenty of light. If you're growing pothos, you wanna be near a window. That's what I'm finding out. I've been having a lot of growth with my Pogo stem-on plant. I bought it from Aquarium Co-op about a month ago, and it's been taking over. It's just everywhere. I love this plant. It's probably one of my favorites. Pearlweed is slowly starting to grow and really take off. It just started with about 6 stems, and now it's pretty much exponentially spreading out all over the place, which is great. I love pearlweed. And the tank is pretty messy right now. I got hair algae all over the place. A lot of, even some black looking algae. So it's time for a water change, but I'm gonna wait 2 weeks on this water change because I want to make sure that my frog bit has plenty of nutrients, because some of the frog bits are looking a little haggard. I think that's because they're not getting enough nitrates. Not sure though. So once my frog bit has a chance to fill up the tank, I'm going to do a big water change and clear out some algae. These are just some more houseplants. I'm having a lot of fun growing these houseplants. And they get a fair amount of light, so they're doing pretty good. I've had this for probably 2 years, maybe 1 year, 1 or 2 years, and this pothos is just incredible. I love this. And then we got the fiddle leaf fig, and just like bromeliad up there. Over here I got my silver pothos, which got eaten by snails because I had it outside, but it's starting to bounce back now. This pothos is also doing great, and this is my monstera. Beautiful plant. I've had to divide it because it got too big for this pot, but doing great as always. Wonderful plant to have. So here's the minnow pond. I put all my hyacinth in here because I want to make sure that the minnows have plenty of space to hide, and that's been working well because they seem to be doing really well in here, and they got plenty of hiding spots and they're not stressed out at all. I put a frogbit in here a while ago, and I don't know if frogbit can handle this much light, but it hasn't been growing too much. So you can see some minnows in there. Yeah. These are gold white cloud minnows and regular white cloud minnows. And I put a bunch of hyacinth in here. This is just a watercress, not doing so good. And then I got hornwort and anacharis, some pearlweed, and there's tons of bladder snails in here. Some of them are getting huge, like this one. It's probably hundreds. And I got some more hair algae in here. I'm just leaving it in there. That looks like a dead fish. No, it's not. Just a leaf. Anyway. So, I'm hoping to see some frying here eventually. I just have a sponge filter in there for aeration. Spider plant really likes it outside. It's growing way faster than the indoor spider plant. This is my blue agave century plant. And then I got a foxtail agave, Majesty Palm. Majesty Palm loves being outside as long as it gets plenty of water. Like, this soil should always be moist. Some succulents. These succulents have been doing great. I water these every day too. Got some marigolds going here. Some more agaves and succulents. And this is just wild plants that have sprouted up. This rose bush is doing great. Tons of roses here. And then bougainvillea. More roses. I got some palm trees I'm trying to grow. These are just some Washingtonia fan palms. This is a Canary Islands date palm. I hope it survives. Another Washingtonia fan palm. Avocado tree. I started this about a year or two ago, I want to say. Succulent planter. Some blue agaves, succulents, aloe vera. Some aloes, another foxtail, and then I got an ice plant. Never grown ice plant before, so it's going pretty fast. Jade, gardenia, iris. This is just where I put random plants. I really like this morning glory, spreading pretty fast. And then this pond, and I'm waiting for some plants to grow here because I put all my plants in my minnow pond to encourage them to breed, but now this pond gets a lot of direct sunlight, so the water's turning cloudy and green. Right now I just have one hyacinth in here, and I'm trying to encourage the fish to eat some of this hair algae. And I got 2 small kois and a few rosy minnows in here. There's my koi. 2 of my kois. And they're doing a pretty good job eating this hair algae. As long as you reduce their food a little bit, they'll eat it pretty fast. These plants are doing good. Got a poppy there and a lot of cool plants here. And I got some succulents up here. So once I get some more plants growing here, I'm gonna hopefully move some white cloud minnows over to this pond. This is a DIY filter. It's just some rocks in a jug, and then the airline tubing sends water up through the rocks. And then I got a sponge filter down in there, and this is just a fountain that I buried in rocks. So I got water moving through rocks, which helps to eliminate bad stuff. I had some irises kind of along the edge of the pond, but they were starting to rot. I don't think they like being submerged. Temperature is about 70, it looks like.